Hey, how's it going, guys? Haven't posted for a little bit. The last couple of videos I've posted, YouTube slapped my hand and suspended me from the channel, platform, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and it's nothing. I didn't post anything that I didn't find on YouTube, which I can't figure that out. It seems like when you post a video of someone saying something at some point in time, and a short period after that, they contradict themselves. It makes them look foolish. And then you post something else that, especially when it comes to COVID-19, you have to be very careful what you say. It's insane. But this bill that's coming for Canadians, go back to COVID-19 for a second. I am going to say this. I don't care. India is exploding right now. If you watch the media, their cases are going through the roof. I'm not diminishing any death at all. But the facts are, India has a population of 1.4, almost, I think it's 1.38 billion people. Billion. 103 million of that are elderly. So 103 million elderly in the country. That's over twice the population of Canada. If you did not protect, if you did as good a job protecting that 103 million people as Cuomo in the States there did in New York, I believe it was, you would have a huge amount of deaths. They put COVID in old age homes. That was smart. That was smart. You wouldn't do that with the common cold. But I do think it's worthwhile to pay attention to what happens in India over the next few weeks. They're having a massive rollout of ivermectin. I've heard some doctors say some very promising things about that. I've heard other doctors say not so promising things about that. There's been many peer studies done on it. Some of the doctors, check out, I don't want to say too much, Dr. Pierre Corey. YouTube him, follow his channel. It's worth watching. He gets videos deleted too, but the odd one gets out there that's worth watching. But what this video is about, but pay attention to what happens in India. This is going to move us on to the second conversation that we're going to have. But what I really wanted to talk about in this video was Bill C-10. I don't know if you've all been following it and know what it's all about. It's about, bottom line, it's censorship on YouTube. People like myself and you, you search whatever you want to watch, and you don't watch whatever you don't want to watch. Bill C-10 is going to censor that. The algorithms are going to decide for you what you can and can't see. And who's going to be the one to decide what's fake, what's not fake, what's true and what's not true? Your government, your elected officials will decide what you can and cannot see on YouTube. Whether you agree with it or not, what someone says, they should have the right to say it. I don't watch all the videos on YouTube. I play some videos. I see it nonsense. I should close it. That happens a lot when I watch CNN or ABC or any of our government controlled or government sponsored, government donations, taxpayer money, goes to those organizations, and they're told what they can and cannot put out there for us to see. And now they're coming across many YouTubers that are trying to spread words and the truth of what's going on, whether it be political or global things that are going on around the world. They just want to control that too, so that for the people that do want to listen to me, you can't, because I'm pretty sure I'll be one of the ones that'll be done. And I've just gotten started. We're in a mess of trouble. With the day and age we're in, this is a strike on freedom of speech. Like I said, whether you agree with everything I say, a friend of mine, a very smart man, he knows he'll know who I am. I'm not going to say his name. Knows his history quite well, and we agree on about 90% of the topics we speak on. And sometimes when we disagree, I learn things from him. And it may change my mind, it may not. But damn it, I've got the right to hear it, and he's got the right to hear me. That's what changes people's minds. That's what makes people more intelligent, is hearing the other side. If you're not willing to hear the other side, you're stagnant. You're not learning. You have to be able to look at both sides, and you are smart enough to decide, is this bullshit? Or maybe is there some truth? Or maybe somewhere in the center is where the truth lies. You're smart enough to decide that. And you don't need your government deciding for you what you can and cannot see. We're going to turn into China?
A hammer to intimidate freedom of expression. That's how one former commissioner of the CRTC described Bill C-10. A supposedly harmless bill that would simply bring big tech giants under the control of the Broadcast Act to create a level playing field, we were told. That is until experts revealed that the bill's true powers would be to censor and control what Canadians see, read, watch, and now even post online. Now, originally, they said that the posts that everyday people like you and I did on our social media and on YouTube and elsewhere would be excluded by a specific exemption contained in the bill. Well, that was until quite recently, when Liberals showed up at a parliamentary committee and quietly amended the bill to remove the exemption and put the bill in charge of the posts that you and I would make. Now, this, of course, is an attack on freedom of expression. We have Section 2B of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms for a reason, to protect our ability to communicate our thoughts, our values, and our principles unimpeded by the state. But this bill would prevent us from doing so. It is a massive expansion of governmental power that Justin Trudeau is trying to slip in throughout the panic of a pandemic when he thinks nobody is watching. Well, I'm watching. You're watching. Conservatives, including our leader and our heritage critic, Erin O'Toole and Alan Reyes, respectively. We are going to fight this bill tooth and nail right to the end, but we need your help. That's why I've included the link to my petition that will allow you to add your voice to freedom of expression so that I can bring forward a strong group of people to stand up, fight back, and defeat this legislation. Sign the petition, which will allow me to stay in touch with you on this and other issues so that we can fight for our freedom and be vigilant against future attacks that the government might make against you and I and our ability to freely express our opinions, which is our God-given right. Thank you.
Pierre says it pretty good there. And he's right. Read the bill yourself. It's so broad that after this bill is passed, they'll be able to censor anything anti-government, anti-vaccine, anything they'll be able to censor. Anything. But then look at the other thing, and which bothers me a little bit. You can type into YouTube things that are questionable, whether they should be that easily watched, whether it be blood, guts, pornography, but that's okay. But if you speak out against the government or their agenda with their vaccine, it's not okay. That's where the problem is. They're going to decide for you what you see and you don't see. You can decide for yourself what you want to watch. You're smart enough to decipher truth from bullshit. You're smart enough to see maybe both sides are lying, but somewhere in the middle, I can grab a piece of this and a piece of that, and you're smart enough to come up with your own conclusions. You don't need a government to decide for you what you can and cannot watch. It's already done on your TV. You don't even realize it. Everything you watch on that TV is approved. Do some research. And with the times going on the way they are, and so many questions, so much division, like we're being divided by political party, by race, vaccination, unvaccinated. If you want to conquer and take control of a country, divide it as much as you can. This is well documented, and lots of scholars have said this. And it really seems like there's a whole lot of division going on and a whole lot of censorship. If it doesn't scare you, it should. We should be free thinkers. We should be able to say what we want to say. Within realm. I don't mean you should be able to verbally assault people or things like that. But if you feel a way against the government or for a government or against a government policy, you should be able to speak out against it. Did you ever notice that a lot of these mainstream YouTubes, when you watch, pay attention to when they shut the comments off? And who's the one shutting the comments off? Why do you think they do that? Why do you think that City TV, or lots of them, pay attention? Why do you think they're shutting the comments off? When Doug Ford speaks, depending on who's airing it, they'll shut the comments off. Why do you think they do that? Are they afraid of people uniting? They're afraid of the masses seeing through their bullshit? I don't know if this will get deleted. But at some point in time, people are going to have to make some decisions. We're in a mess of trouble. On so many boards, on so many. Financially, we're in trouble. They're printing money like it's crazy. That's how you cause inflation. Housing in Canada has went out of control. Ask any new home buyer. It's not good. Food is going to start getting more expensive. So whether you agree with what someone says or not, we must all agree that the person has the right to say it. That's how you make educated decisions on your own. You hear both sides, then you make your decision what you're going to believe. If you're only fed one side, you'll never know what to believe. This needs to change. the direction our country is going in has to change. And I really don't want to leave it to my kids, the next generation, to have to deal with it, because the farther we go down this path, the harder it's going to be to reverse it. The more agony, the more suffering will be needed to reverse it the farther we go down it. Oppose Bill C-10. Get a hold of your locals, email your government, show the government we won't stand for this. And I don't know who to say to vote for, and I wouldn't expect you to listen to me anyway. But for where I'm sitting, I don't know. I like Bernier, but Trudeau can't stay in. But I don't know if O'Toole will be any better. We're in a mess of trouble. And socialism's on its way. They're talking about UBI, Universal Basic Income. It's not good, guys. Please leave your comments, any ideas. I like doing research, but for the next bit, I'm going to try to be as careful as I can what I put on this channel, because they'll take it down. And if Bill C-10 goes through, you won't see any videos that oppose government or government policies or restrictions, or all you're going to see is the spoon-fed bullshit that everybody supports, being locked in your houses indefinitely until the government decides it's okay for you to step outside your house. Get used to being locked up.
I really believe COVID has created a window of political opportunity.
A window of opportunity. An opportunity for whom? Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.